Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm Sentient Dessert. This is my channel. I'm breaking from what I've been doing to something I haven't done yet. I'm actually going to be doing a game that I've been playing for about the past month. Um, the game in question, if you didn't look at the title, is um, Horror Kingdom is a Asian-style RPG made in Taiwan by X Legend, I believe, released globally under Area Games. I know, don't hold it against me. Um, it's a traditional MMORPG. Um, the reason that I felt like I should review this is that, you know, it's there are aspects of a lot of I've played a lot of MMOs in my time, and there are aspects that work and aspects that don't in various games, and this one has compiled a lot of things that do work. It's got a few things that don't work, but um, overall, it takes care of the players, and it does very well for being a free-to-play game. And I know that tag can sometimes get muddied by a lot of things because many times free-to-play means pay-to-win. And while this game does have a cash shop, a lot of the items that are available there are also available using loyalty points, which is an in-game currency that you generate as you do various things. Um, so, um, where to begin with this? So, yeah, it's got multiple character classes that you can choose. I would go to character creation to show you, but I am using my initial 3 slots. I'd buy a 4th slot, but I don't really feel like that I need to at the moment, even if it's just for a demonstration. So, uh, yeah, I had an entire plan of what I was going to talk about, and now my mind is blanked on it. So I'm just going to go through some of the minor things, maybe major things. This game is built around having to use eidolons, which are uh, creatures that you summon um, that have a connection to the world force, Gaia, whatever you want to call it, um, and it's integral to the plot. And unlike a lot of the free MMOs, this game actually does have a plot, and it's not bad. Um, I didn't really I didn't really start paying attention to the plot until after I had hit like level 80 because it didn't really feel like many of these games they don't have a plot. So I just went through and played it as if there was no plot, like Eden Eternal or Ether Saga Online or something like that. So I didn't really pay much attention to the plot before about level, and much to my um, I'm gonna pay attention to it more when I level one of the other characters. Um, yeah, I actually have some benefits from leveling alts in this. Um, and to make things easier for you, they have a yeah, there it is. No, it was titles. So under titles, you have various achievements that you create. You'll get bonuses based upon what achievement it is. 1 second. So you'll get bonuses based upon achievements, and these bonuses will carry over to other characters as you level them. Some of them will be level locked. Um, Extra skill points from this title are available at level 70. So um, your characters will hit milestones and get those benefits as they hit them, but some of them are level 10, level 20. So as you progress with your alts, they will gradually get stronger, even more so because you've already completed various achievements and tasks on other characters. So it makes that process easier. Now, the Eidolons, they are many. They are so many. Cannot, I don't know the exact number. I'm sure somebody does. 1 second. Just have a frog that wants to live in my throat. Um, so the Eidolons, they will join you. They'll help you in various things. I've only got 6 total. You've got your starting one, which you can't change out for the entirety of the game, and then you've got 3 more that you can choose. And as you unlock more, you can occasionally get benefits from having multiple uh, pairs and groups. I haven't reached any of those yet. I've only been playing a month, and it is a bit, unless I want to spend real money, um, they'll just come in time. You collect key fragments to, well, here, let's check out the bank. So on a small tangent, when you join a guild, um, I don't know exactly if when you get the guild hall, but you can come here, and occasionally there will be Eidolons spawned here that you can fight with to potentially get a key fragment or other things. But yes, you have key fragments. When you get 10, you can use it to summon a new one or to improve an older one. Um, there are uses for keys if you've already like maxed out a character Eidolon, but I haven't reached that point yet. There's a guy in the only um, city in the game that I've come across, and I'm nearing end game content. Um, so you can trade those for points, and this game, it does have a lot of currency types. It it has a lot of currency types, and each one, I mean, some of them are very specific. Others are like dragon points you get like across the board from almost everything that you do. Um, Fish tokens, obviously, from fishing. Archaeology tokens from archaeology. Cooking from cooking, which is itself its own mini game. Most of these are their own mini games. Um, I want to show you what a few of those are, but the Eidolons. Occasionally, you'll have this interface that you can get presents from them with. They have to have 10 points of mana to, or I don't know what they call it. Um, but you have to have 10. It takes 5 to 10 points away though. Um, and they'll occasionally come back in 10 minutes with something nice. Occasionally a key fragment, occasionally a statue of themselves, occasionally their card. So, things that I feel are a draw to this. There's a lot in this game. Um, it's been around for a while, at least a few years, so it's pretty entrenched. It's had updated content. Gotta love all the things that you think you're want to say and you can't remember it when you get there. Ah, yes. So there are mini games within this. There is card game. I was trying to explain to a friend what this was like, and uh, the best I could come up with was it was like a 5-lane version of Pokemon, but in real time. I will show you what that is. Random. You only have a certain amount that you can do every day. Every 15 minutes it will refresh. If you want to spend money, you can get more, which brings us to leaderboard type stuff, which is if you're number one in a spot, then you will get prizes. And as of last night, barely even trying, I am in 11th place. So, um, yeah, only a select few focus on one of these things every time that it comes up for its session. But for the card game, it's kind of a you have to wait the matching system to match you up with somebody. Most of the time, you're not going to fight an actual person. You are going to be fighting the computer using a static deck that somebody else has used in the past week or so. Um, and this is how it progresses. Each person has 5 cards, and each card has powers to use. That's a heal skill. They can use it against, some are against the opponent, uh, some are heals, some are buffs, and I'm not explaining this very well. I think just watching it, you'll understand a bit more than I could say. Not an active participation. You don't really need to be active for some of the fights. Um, if you're going up against a person, yeah, you do, because you're going through, like, Marilee. She's got a passive of damage and hit points increase, but she's also got a heal and a targeted single target attack, which is very nice. Other characters get damage to all enemies, or they just target the one in front of them, and or group heal. So card game is fun. It's easy to learn, and it's easy to screw up when making your first collection. Why I've got my little 5th deck over here, because you level it up too much and you start going against people that devastate you almost instantly. And so I've got a smaller deck to just advance in the points easier. Okay, that is the card game. It is a fun thing, and other thing, when I was talking about things that will help other characters as you level up, when you level up the different skills, you get buffs. And that is true of all of the secondary skills. There are more that I could get into. There's one that's from housing, there's one that's from, um, golly, what was it? What was it? Cooking. Cooking's over. But you've got cards. I don't know if there's one from that. Um, anyways, there we go. The Guardian Knight. That's the other one. Yeah, I haven't found anybody to do this with, because this is a 2-person type of um, thing, and I tend to do a lot of these games solo because it's just more fun, not having to wait around on other people or have other people wait around on you. So, fishing. Fishing is its own little mini game, and I will show you what that is. Have to get to a fishing spot. So, fishing goes like this. catch, and then you have to keep the fish icon between the two ends of blue section. It goes into the red, you lose durability. It goes into the orange, you lose durability. And stays there. I've got decent-ish gear, so it's not difficult. When you start out, it's kind of difficult because the blue area is small. But fishing, it can be a pain. It can be... Give you an idea, level 2 requires 20,000 experience to get up to level 3, and the completion of an achievement, which it doesn't explicitly tell you unless you mouse over this. I had that problem with archaeology because I got stuck at the end of level 2 and not being able to advance to level 3 because I didn't complete that achievement and it wasn't explicitly told. One of the drawbacks, I think, in this game is not a lot of stuff is intuitive or explicitly given to the player as to, oh, you're doing this, you may want to consider doing this other thing that you need in order to advance it past a certain point. Right now, Book, which I got to level 2 last night, requires an additional achievement in order to get to level 3. And I'm going to take care of that in the next couple days probably. Gathering also had one, but I had been gathering everything that I could find. Gathering in this game is, I guess, the same, but a little different than others. You don't need any special tools to gather plants. You need a pick to gather minerals, and you actually have to activate the pick when you choose to get a mineral, which is why it's on a hotbar. Archaeology is a different thing together. There will be little rings that will appear on the map. A little ring symbol, that symbol. And around there, there will be... Got you. Sure, there's one here. Yeah, he's right there. That is a horrible location in this map to excavate things. So you'll want to gather the item, and it'll give you an option when you uncover an item to choose either red, yellow, or blue as the method of uncovering the item. And I'll show you what that is momentarily. So we come up on the little glowing yellow dots that were there. This is a buried ceramic culture. Bring it up, it's red. Click on the red to activate it, and it will uncover the relic. Now, if you correctly identify something, then you get something in your inventory. If you incorrectly identify it, it will give you a broken item or a gray quality item that's not worth much. But if you're trying to do the achievements, it kind of, you ignore all the blue ones and you get through it a lot faster. Because blue is like the common one, and that has a larger selection of items that aren't what you're actually looking for, like mysterious treasure map fragments and some ancient seals that can be used for other items. But little gold things that will pop up occasionally are where you would excavate. And I'm got a million things going through my head at the moment. So archaeology, it works. It's something that even if you're not out here doing it on the field, because you have a limited amount of time to do, you only get 100 archaeological excavations per day, and that's actually identifying the item, not actually digging it up. Actually digging it up, you've got unlimited. if you want to identify the items, then you have to both get full set, which costs 5 gold each, 100 uses. Um, it allows you to dig up and collect the relics like I just did with that cultural relic. Okay, next thing, we've done fishing, we've done the cards, we've done... Oh, yes. So, in order to help players get more Eidolons, they've implemented a... There's a Temple of Gaia. Get there. Easiest way is to go through Navia, which is the city. And this place will... You will lag here. Um, that's just one of the side effects of going to this city. There's a lot of people. It doesn't matter what channel you're in, or channel game. There will be people. Because there are so many people, they've added a little function to hide everyone. What I tend to do when I enter the city. Because it's difficult to interact with NPCs when you've got 30, 40 people standing on them. Alright. Lag. Lag. Thank you. Okay, so here is Temple of the Eidolon. They've got 5 options here. The trials, you can do it solo or with a party, and you get rewards regardless from each one of those, as long as you kill something. Um, the temple is the first one that you'll get into, and you get into it at recommended level 35, but you can enter earlier if you've got decent gear. But into the chest, you open it up. Occasionally it'll have a summoning stone, occasionally it will start an event by itself, but you identify the summoning stone. This time it's Kulan. Use it again, and it summons the Eidolon. And then you kill the Eidolon. Since I'm vastly superior in ability. Now see, with that one, it gave me dragon points, gave me a coupon for 10 of the loyalty points, some experience books, and it gave me a key fragment. Thank you for illustrating that you can get key fragments from those things. I actually might be very close to being able to unlock him. Now I go to the guild hall for banking just because it's a lot faster than entering the city or riding over to the smaller cities. Every smaller city outside of the first one that you show up in will have bank access. So within like the first few hours of playing, you will have access to a bank. So, shared. I have 6 fragments for him. Good. Good, good, good. Now, so I focused on a lot of things that I do enjoy about the game. There are some things that, again, all games have issues, and what I find as an issue, other people might not. So, pathing is one that does get to me, and I'm going to give you an example momentarily once I can actually move stuff. Once we get out of the loading screen. There we go. So, right here, I want to go over to... Yeah, we'll go to the warp portal. Now, it almost never fails that when you auto path without using like a quest or something like that, um, you'll get stuck on terrain or something, and you will just sit there continuously moving, but not moving. I'm gonna be surprised if it actually gets me over there. Wow. One time oh, there you go. This happens all the time. So, get caught on terrain. It's minor, but it still is an issue. Um, what else was there? Oh, experience gain. Like many of these types of games, it's not as bad as something like Fly for Fun, but um, yeah, when you get up to be about level 90, XP just drops off entirely. It takes, whereas I could get through a couple levels a day before hitting 90, I've been, I turned 90 about a week ago, so it's taken me this long to get almost to 94. So 8 days or so. That's nice. The storyline quests do give you decent experience, but whereas you can get through 4 or 5 levels going through story quests in a single area, you now get through maybe a quarter of a level going through a single area after 90. Um, Dungeons. The dungeons are actually done decently well. Um, that's not what we want. So this uses, um, you have X amount of chances to enter a dungeon per day. Um, the difference being that it refreshes every 2 hours. So if you are like middle of a quest and get sent to, say, come here and enter the temple, and you need to enter it for the solo, you can still enter it. You just wait 2 hours instead of having to wait for server reset or the day to roll over, like in many other um, Asian RPGs that utilize the limited entry into a dungeon model. And it's nice because you can also check out what the bosses drop before you go in. Each boss drops like 2 to 3 chests, 2 to 3 items per player. Um, it's things that I don't like about the game. Yeah, it's not very intuitive, and you know the online resources are spotty. Like if you're looking for, oh, I want to learn how to do alchemy. Where can I learn how to do alchemy? Yeah, there was nothing that I could find that was um, decent to explain alchemy. Uh, I keep on seeing messages up here like this person got reset holy water through alchemy. So I looked into what to do, and there's an NPC inside Navia that you go to and you talk to about doing alchemy. But alchemy levels up item by item, not as an entire skill. Versus, you know, cooking levels up as an entire skill. Let's see. So there's the loyalty shop, you've got the item shop, and a lot of the items from the loyalty shop can be found on the item shop, but uh, item mall has more items obviously, and the big thing about this though is that the backpacks, inventory space, you don't need to spend real money to improve your inventory, which is for a game in this uh, in this genre, the free-to-play, item mall heavy type games that the come from Asia, they require like virtually everyone that I've played. If you want to get in, want to improve your inventory, you have to spend money, or you have to buy it from a player in game, and the prices are like if you're a new character, fat chance, sincerely, very fat chance of getting any inventory expansions outside of like maybe one or two gratis ones that the game gives you just to tease. But this one, 20 slot, largest I've seen. Um, the item all, uh, traveler items, backpack. Yeah, 20 slot. You can just buy the 20 slot by itself. Whereas if you go to the loyalty shop, it will take approximately 8,000. Make one. Right? Yeah. No. Yeah. 8,000. 1,000, 2,000, 1,000, 1,000, and then for the 5 slot bags. So, um, I really love that about this game. I've I haven't even needed to expand past a few of these. I've used it mostly for my bank storage. Each character has their own personal bank tab, like 100 boxes, and then um, each other tab is shared across all your characters. So you'll have the basic shared, and you have secret stones, which is upgrade gear. Um, I can example of that right now. Um, the secret stone in that one is for my class. All of them are for my class. It would be stupid to install a stone for a different class. Let's see. Mostly, a lot of the item mall stuff available would be for upgrading gear. There are multiple ways of upgrading gear in this game. Kind of nice. You'll see that my weapons have stars out of 5 lit up. That means that it's been upgraded um, using copies of this weapon. Um, Basically, combine two, you get one that's 1 star. Then you take 2 1 stars and combine them into getting a 2 star, and so on up to 5 stars. Um, the other way to do it is with scrolls. Do I have any on? I don't seem to have any on me. But they'll drop frequently, but the ones that do drop will only allow you to take it up to a +9. And they don't explicitly tell you on the scroll that it takes it only to +9, which was a bit disappointing when I found out. But most of the ones that are above +9, which you can go up to +30 total, you have to get those from the item mall or occasionally from a daily login reward. That one will take it up to +20, +20, +20, +30 for that one. We try to upgrade something, it's not a guaranteed upgrade. It has a experience bar, and it will give a value from, depending upon where you're at, usually gives 1 to 3 experience after you hit level 5. And then it's got that percentage of a chance to fully upgrade that level. So when you reach 100, it's a guaranteed upgrade, but normally you'll get like 50 to 60% before it upgrades to the next level. And each time you upgrade an item, it gives a small boost. The green numbers are the boost from it being a +10. Orange numbers are a boost from it being a 2 star. Whereas this one, just +6, green numbers only. I'm just kind of going back and forth because, as I said, I had things I wanted to talk about and I can't remember them all coherently. I need to write things down next time just to make it easy. Um, you have costumes in the game as well. The costumes are your default clothes. The armor, there's no look for your armor. Just have the costume, and you'll get costume just randomly throughout the game. You can also buy items on the. That's not what I was looking for. You can buy costumes on the item shop, or some in the loyalty shop as well. And costumes will have stats. So aside from your starting costume, every costume piece that I've come across has had stats. So all stats +1, crit +1. The leveling system is very min-maxy. You've got 3 offense and 3 defense, and offense skills will cap. Crit caps at 100%, so if you hit 100% crit, then you don't need to continually putting stuff into it. I need to set and respect my skills. Speed caps at 50. Damage, I don't think there is a cap on damage. For defense, I don't think I've found a cap for either defense or evasion. One skill is important for various things. Evasion is more DP-ish. Hit points, can't go wrong with more health in this game. It's just the default. I mean, there are characters that are 20 levels lower than me that have twice as much hit points based upon what they have spec'd into, what they have, their gear, all 5-star gear. So, that is where we sit with that. Now what I'm doing with this is get a chance to talk to them, and each option has a chance of restoring 1 to 5 points. They hit over 10, you can link them back to Gaia and bring back items like these various armor, which are used to upgrade Eidolons. Let's discuss Eidolons and upgrading them. So, a level 1 Eidolon that I haven't dumped anything into this character yet. So you have to increase all of these stats that are listed here to the required value. Like, where Yuki's at. Everything's increased. I just need to get, her key. The other things are easier to get than the key. So I just have to wait until I've got one of those, and then she becomes 2-star. Which increases her stats, makes her more battle-worthy companion. And also increases my stats, because when Marilee's out, who is my active one, I get increased heal and I get increased move speed, as well as a portion of her actual stats. I think at 2-star it's I think it's 5%? 5 or 10%. Anyways, so each Eidolon has to be upgraded separately. Evolution is where you'll find out what is needed to upgrade them. Since I've upgraded her twice already, I need to get something special for her next one. Well, first I need to level her stats. But, yeah. A lot of things are time locked in this game. So you're not able to do... can't just grind everything out immediately unless you're killing monsters. Because there's no limit I've found on daily experience from killing monsters. So you don't necessarily get what you'll be getting maybe 3,000 experience per kill, and it takes, for me, 179 million experience from level 93 beginning to level 93 end. So it's a while. One thing that I do appreciate about this game as well is that come to the Warp Stone, you can go anywhere that you have unlocked for free. It's not... Oh! Well, I was not aware of this. I learn something new every day with this. I didn't know you could teleport to these dungeons. So, you can teleport for free, and that's nice. The drawback that I found with this is that um, unless you've unlocked the area, you can't teleport there. Like, you can't go to... I can't go to Secret Forest Lake until I'm 95. I'll get a quest that will take me there. So, doesn't matter how many times I want to go there, it won't let me go there. Desolate Desert, yeah, I could go there. If you're looking for a game that you just log in once daily and do some things just for fun, it's a fun game. I've dedicated more time to that in the past month to this. Quite obviously. I did want to show you cooking, but that requires certain conditions to be met. Where is the vendor? Food vendor, not the grocer. Yeah, the grocer sells potions. You have to come over to the chef. Buy potato soup. Let's do this the... Okay. Vanilla. Unidentified chicken. We want to find the chicken dish that they are selling. Okay, so. The plants that you gather can be used for many things, but try to use it, it will say manual cooking, and I need 2 vanilla for this. Okay. So I just need to go out and find another vanilla. Shouldn't be difficult unless other people are out gathering right now. Speaking of gathering, this brings me to another thing that I'm not fond of with this game. It does not tell you that you stop gaining experience from things. It seems to be only like the early level places that try to gather something, you try to catch fish, you stop getting experience after you hit level 2 from the things you were getting experience from before. I'm only level 5 in gathering, so it hasn't really... I haven't seen that past the first starting zones. But it is kind of annoying that you don't get the experience, and it's difficult to get to the next level. You can't get the experience from any of the skills unless you're actively doing it. With this, I could do fuse, so it would just make the item. It would be the green quality item. But I would get no experience for it. If I do manual cook, it brings up the game. And this is the little mini game it's got for this, which is easy at the start and can get annoyingly difficult. And if you get a lag spike, you're screwed. Each correct ingredient that goes past the line increases quality. And there are the 3 different quality levels. And as it hits each quality level, speed goes up. And if you get a maximum, then it gives you 2 of the item. You can either use the food, or you can sell the food for cooking points, which is what I've been doing because it's useful. So that's the cooking game. Um, what else was thinking about going through a dungeon, but I don't think I want to right now. Blue quests are daily quests. You'll occasionally find green exclamation points, which are they're repeatable dailies, but after you do it the first time, it's not going to show up again across all your characters. Um, it's just little story type things. There are all sorts of things that you can do in this game. It's both beneficial and kind of annoying. Mounting. So it says to left click on the item to mount, or right click on to ride the mount. Problem is, right clicking it equips it or de-equips it. And the game doesn't give you the option of rebinding the mounting key. And it's bound to Shift R. So, if you're wondering why you can't do something, why you can't get on your mount, Shift R. The only way to mount outside of clicking on the map. And the travel path doesn't go away on the mini map or on the main map unless you actually travel to the end of where you clicked. It is kind of annoying, but it's not damaging to the game. User interface. I mean, I've had this problem. I've had problems with user interfaces on all of these import games, and that is they don't save what you where you place things. Like the cooking challenge, the cooking menu that was up here, I've moved it up to the middle like 4 or 5 times. Every time it reopens, or every time you move to a new zone, it changes back to the default setting, which is just a pain in the butt for me. Um, so the user interface is not very. I mean, system settings are kind of where I get most of my aggravation from a lot of games. It's the lack of customizability that is either distracting or draw to it. Like I hate games that force full screen mode where there's no windowed option. Um, yeah, there are a few games that I really wanted to play, but I still haven't played them because they force full screen mode, and it screws with full monitor settings and completely completely messes up my desktop and all that happy stuff. So poor design, poor programming. But this one, thankfully, you can do that. You run it windowed, run it full screen. Um, it has a lock interface, and make sure to always hit apply before changing anything because if you don't, it's not going to remember. Always have to hit apply instead of OK because OK just closes the window. So I have been playing this for about a month. I have been enjoying it. I'm going to enjoy the storyline when I start it up with one of my alt characters, but I still want to progress this character to where I can, successfully farm things solo. I mean, I could be at about 3 times this hit point and probably about the same with my damage. But I just need to gradually get there. Would I recommend this for other people? Something that's easy to play. I would recommend it if you want an MMO that's simple to learn and it's kind of cute. Then give it a shot. If you don't really enjoy MMOs or games of this nature, then stay away. Um, it's a first review. I think if I do more, it'll be better and more concise, especially if I write stuff down. But Aura Kingdom, don't understand why they changed the name from the original. Um, Original game name was, I'll tell you momentarily, Fantasy Frontier Online. Uh, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and also known as Innocent World in Japan. So it's it's fun, and a lot of things that I've talked about in this won't unlock until you hit like level 40 or level 60. I know cards unlock at level 60, and it would be too distracting at the lower levels, I think. So I'm not bothered by that, but I think on your alts you still have to be level 60 in order to utilize. Um, Level 25 is when you will unlock all 4 slots of your Eidolons. Until then, you just have your starter. And they give you 4 starters. Can't show you them specifically, but I do have their cards. Seraph's one, Alessa's one, and Grim is the other. So, yeah. I might come back and do another one that's more concise. But, Horror Kingdom, I enjoy it. There's only one server, so if you find me, I'm Sentient Dessert on here. I am the hungry, hungry Sentient Dessert. And, enjoy your gaming out there. Be kind. Have a good solar cycle. And stay safe.